Hey, it's Dave and I'm in Singapore on my holiday. As probably everybody that knows me knows, I turned 40 last week and decided to go on a wee trip, which has already taken in Los Angeles and Seattle. Los Angeles, where I stayed with my friend Adam and had a high old time. It was great to be in LA. I don't think I've been there for about 5 or 6 years, so it's lovely to see familiar places again and great to catch up with Adam. And we spent my actual birthday at Disneyland, which, as anybody will know me, is something I quite enjoy. And we had a fantastic time there. And for a couple of those days that I was in the US, I also went up to see an old friend, Denise, who lives in Seattle. And I hadn't seen Denise, I think, for about 7 years, since her wedding, in fact. And since then, she's had 2 children, so it was great to see Denise, her husband Chris, and catch up with the kids as well. And we went to a really bizarre theatre cabaret dinner thing on the night that I was there, which we both agreed was a bit dubious, but we had a good time laughing, mostly at it, until we got told off by the people on our table. This lady leant over. There was this woman singing really bad opera, and she was dressed in what could only really be described as like a drag outfit. She had like luminous blue and pink on and a huge blonde wig. I mean, she looked like Paul O'Grady. And we were just chuckling and talking, and she leant over and she was like, "Excuse me, could you be quiet?" She was obviously having like a really personal, emotional moment, but that set us off as well, because we couldn't imagine anyone was having a particularly personal moment to such a dubious performance. And had a really wonderful time in the US. Met up with some friends in LA as well, which was cool. And then moved on to Singapore. When I booked the flight to Singapore, it looked like it was a direct flight. Direct my arse. What happened was, it was 14 hours from Los Angeles to Taiwan. Had to get off in Taipei and then get back on the flight for another 4.5 hours to here. So I felt completely done in by the time I got here. I was knackered out, but despite being completely tired, my arrival was so exciting, because Christine was at the airport to greet me with Freddie and Yasmin, her 2 children, and even better than that, they dressed up for the occasion. They were wearing t-shirts with the logo that I did for my birthday and my birthday tour on it. They were wearing t-shirts with it printed on and their names and the dates on the back, and they had balloons and everything. And when you get to Singapore airport, when you're collecting your luggage, there's a glass wall and you can actually see the people that are waiting to greet you before you get your luggage. So instead of going straight to the luggage, I ran over to see them. And first of all, I saw their faces, and then I noticed their t-shirts, and I was absolutely bowled over completely. So the hideous 21-hour journey kind of faded into insignificance at that point. It was so good to see them, so I couldn't wait to get my luggage and rush around to greet them. And then they gave me a present, which was my own t-shirt with the logo on, and a mug with it printed on as well. And Christine also had this lovely this picture done of us, printed on plastic as well, which I've had up in my room here to look at. And then on my second day here, which was the Saturday, we went out, Christine, her husband Mark, and I went out to dinner. They treated me to dinner at this lovely restaurant I know in Singapore, which they took me to 3 years ago, and I've always really enjoyed, so the PS Cafe. And we went to dinner, and Christine presented me with just such a lovely present, which was a book of photos. I've known Christine since the first day of university, which for us would be back in 1986. So I've known Christine 22 years this year, which means we've spent a lot of time together and been on a lot of holidays and done a lot of things. And she has an amazing collection of photographs of a lot of it. And she had created this proper bound book with all the photographs of the experiences we've been through over the last 22 years, which was absolutely amazing. I've looked through it every day since I've been here, and I was so touched. I feel really spoiled that I got such lovely presents. And as always in Singapore, it's hot and sweaty. I'm trying not to sweat too much at the moment, but easier said than done. It's always extremely humid here, and as you can see, this is the apartment complex where they live, Christine and Mark, and down there is the swimming pool, where I in fact went swimming yesterday and may go swimming this afternoon, because it's another really hot day, and we are going out this evening to the theatre. Christine and I are going to see We Will Rock You, a touring version of the West End musical, which I've never seen. So hold on, I've got to change hands. My arm's going to drop off. So that should be good fun. And before that, maybe a swim in the pool this afternoon. And then after Singapore, I'm heading to Sydney for a few days down under. and then after Sydney, going to Tokyo, where I have never been in my life. So that should be very interesting. Spending 4 nights, 5 days there, and then flying back to the UK. And in Singapore, in Tokyo, I'm meeting my friends Phil and hopefully my friend, Drew. But Drew, who also shares my birthday, he had his birthday last Tuesday as well. Unfortunately, was getting off an aeroplane on the Monday and slipped on the staircase and crashed down, and he hurt himself quite badly, and he had a problem with his spine, and he had to have an operation last Tuesday. So fingers crossed that Drew will be well enough to travel next week to Tokyo, but his doctor has advised that it's a bit questionable, so it might not be possible. So we will see. What else have I been up to? I've been doing a wee bit of work, but as you can tell, absolutely no blogging whatsoever since I came away. I've just been relaxing and just doing a heck of a lot. I have posted quite a lot of photographs though, so if you look both on Facebook and on my personal site, which is worldofdave.co.uk, you will see photographs from the 3 cities I've been to so far, and you can catch up that way. That's about it for now really. I'm not going to drag on for ages because I've been told off about that in the past, so I will bid you farewell and blog again soon. Okay, bye.